I feel like most of us who believe in democracy and fairness and the rule of law are feeling a struggle with keep fighting and demoralization, right? And I think that's a very lonely feeling. And so would you talk to me about what you meant when you said we're all on our own?
Yeah. So, look, I think we have seen the utter collapse of three very important institutions for American government and American democracy. Number one, we have seen the utter collapse of the business community, which, whether you like big business or don't like big business, whether you like with this industry or not, one of the truths is that we have counted on business leaders and corporate leaders to view democracy and rule of law as good for business and therefore be strong supporters of it. Instead, what we have seen is them fly their private jets to Mar-a-Lago to see who can bow deeper, who can bend their knee more, and who can make themselves more pathetically subservient to Donald Trump and be part of his court jesters. So we have seen the utter collapse of the business community, which is really problematic. Number two, we have seen, frankly, the retreat of many parts, not all, but many parts of the legacy media. It is not just the Washington Post. It is not just CNN. It is not just certain hosts on certain on certain networks that will go unnamed. It is a wholesale retreat of the legacy media from being entities that view themselves as pro-democracy. They're not largely pro-democracy. What it turns out is that they're owned by the same billionaire class or the same multinational corporations that are bending their knee for other reasons. And so if you own a rocket company and you sell things on the internet and you want to be able to sell those things to the government, and you also own a newspaper, well, the newspaper is expendable, right? And so it is critical that people reframe their thinking about the media. Right now, you have more freedom. I can say on your show, fuck Donald Trump. You could say fuck Donald Trump. And the fact is, the big titans of industry, they can't say that. And the owners of legacy media, they can't say that. And so the fact is, we have seen the collapse of legacy media as a watchdog and a sentinel for democracy, and that's a big deal. And then the third one is the Republican Party. I'm a partisan Democrat. I've been a partisan Democrat, but you need to have a strong two-party system in order for democracy to work. And right now, there is no second party. The Republican Party is just a personalist party of Donald Trump. There is nothing else. Donald Trump chooses the speaker. Donald Trump tells the speaker which members of leadership to fire. Donald Trump tells John Thune who he's going to send for nominations. He's going to expect every Republican to vote to confirm them, which, by the way, they will. And so, the collapse of the Republican Party is sort of the third leg of undercutting the democracy. So that's when I say we feel alone. We feel alone because we counted on corporate America. We counted on leadership in civil society. We counted on the media to stand with us. And we thought there would be elements of the Republican Party that would at least put speed bumps in place. And none of those are there. Lee, it's you and me and your listeners. It's you and me and your viewers. It's a handful of others and some Democratic leaders, like I said, some governors, some members of Congress and the House and the Senate, but we are largely on our own, but we cannot back down.